So I'm just sat editing and I've got a present for myself. I'm so excited about this one. I got the big one. Yes. Hi guys, Maz here checking in, and today I really wanted to play with the Carnival Palette XL by Be Perfect Cosmetics and Stacey Marie Makeup Artiste. So, tiny amount of backstory. I have the standard version of this palette, which is this one. And this is my all-time favourite palette. I think I got it for £25. It was on sale several months ago. It was an impulse purchase. At the time, this was the most expensive palette that I'd ever bought. I have then bought a Jeffree Star palette and we all know how expensive those are. So I loved this palette. I used it every day for my nude and colourful looks. I have a bunch of other eyeshadows all over the place, but this is what I always reach for. I was so impressed with this palette that I've been eyeing up her XL palette for the longest time. And although it's not breaking the bank expensive, I was always like, well, I have her normal one, so do I really need the large one? The answer to that was yes. Yes. So I'm going to be opening this up and using it for the first time on camera, and I always regret doing that because I always screw up. But please stick around if you want to watch me end up with this look and have a cup of tea and either watch or join in with your own colours, have some fun. It's beautiful weather here in the UK. I'm gonna go out and get some vitamin D, and just so that you know, in case anyone's paranoid on the whole pandemic front, by going out I literally just mean into my garden. So grab a cup of tea and have fun with me today. It's gonna be chill, quick makeup video, so stick around. Exciting day. So I'm going to open it, look at it again, and do something with it today. I've had this for weeks, but with everything that's been going on, it's been sitting in the background and that makes me very sad. So,
look!
So many colours.
So today I'm going to totally avoid neutral colours because I do that a lot. Not avoid them, I use neutral colours a lot, so... Oh, look! It's a lime green. I don't even know what that colour looks like. Okay, what shall we do? I'm wearing a dress that has black, blue, red and lilac accents on it today. So maybe we can do something along those lines. We've got some reds down here. We've got this lovely orchid colour, which is a lilac sort of shimmer, I think. I don't even want to swatch it, it's so pretty.
What to do?
There's so many options.
back chat looks stunning. It's almost a navy blue reflect with purple reflex in it as well. So many colours, so beautiful. And the mirror is massive. Oh, I've wanted this forever. Oh, what colour should we start with? Some sort of darker colour. I've primed my lids, so I'm all set up. I've done my foundation, my blush, my contour, bronzer, highlighter, all of it. I think we're going to go in with some Inferno, which is a reddish colour. Now, I've got an absolute favourite red by K. Rose B Cosmetics that is hella pigmented, but this one, we'll see how it measures up. I'm not expecting gold. Reds are very hard to do apparently, so. You know what, all things considered, I'm not mad at it. It doesn't look pink, which is my main problem with these red colours, is they always end up shearing out to a pink sort of hue. And they can, all of them can, even my favourite red one. Okay, so we've got the first colour down, which is Inferno. So we've got this red colour. It's matching certain aspects of my dress. I do want to darken it out a little bit. It is quite a muted sort of burgundy, and we don't have a burgundy in here. The closest we have is a colour called Reckless. If I layer it on top of the red, it should come out slightly burgundy. In case you hear singing in the background, with all the COVID-19 chaos going around right now, my sister is off of work for obvious reasons. So she's in the house and she's quite happily singing away in the background. Okay, I've deepened out the outer corner. It looks more of a burgundy, purpley sort of vibe. It's matching more of my dress. So we're gonna go with a bluish shade, I think, just here. It might be a sudden step, but it might give us a nice vibe. I don't know if anyone remembers me saying that I don't actually own a pale blue matte that isn't shimmery. And now, thanks to my new palette, I have several types of blue that aren't shimmery. I'm impressed. I probably mentioned this in the intro that I haven't filmed yet, but I have the small Carnival palette, and that has a few of these colours, but I was shocked to find out that they have hardly any duplicates. There's probably about 4, 5 maybe duplicate colours. And I'm not even mad, so many new colours come with the large one. So I do actually recommend getting both, because then you could take the small one around with you, or have it handy for really sort of basic yet colourful looks. But this one can be your at-home spoil yourself type of palette. Ugh, I love these palettes. These have to be my favourite. And I'm quite a bougie person. I like expensive things, not that I get them very often, but this just really, for what it is, really inexpensive, especially since they go on sale fairly often. So, like I said, we're going for a light blue, probably right here. This colour is called Soft Spot. Oh, that actually ended up kind of pretty. It deepened the burgundy a little bit more and evened it out, so it matches more of my dress than it did before. I think we're going to aim for a little bit of a half cut crease, and I'm going to put the colour Orchid, the nice purple colour, over the cut crease area. So I guess I'll cut my crease. Just so you know, I've hardly ever done cut crease looks. I'm really bad at cutting my crease, so I tend to avoid it, but y'all can witness me fail this time. I think the main reason I'm bad at cutting my crease is because I have a lazy eye, so they end up looking more uneven. I don't know why I tend to hold everything up. Even when I'm doing my makeup off camera, I hold things just here so that they're easy to get to. Am I the only one who does that, or does everyone just, you know, hold them down like a normal person? It's a little bit wonky and janky, but that's the
best you're getting out of me today.
Now time for the pretty orchid colour. I hope this goes with the rest of it, and I really hope it's not darker than it looks. You know what? It's pretty, but suddenly I feel like the blue doesn't go. I always do these first impressions, and I don't know why, because I'm not amazing at makeup, I just like to play with it. But I really feel like in future I should open these things, do a makeup look, try and find a makeup look I'm actually good at, and then do it on camera. But if you like watching me slowly lose my mind by doing my first impressions, please let me know in the comments below, because I will carry on embarrassing my makeup skills, or lack thereof, in front of everyone if that's what amuses you. I'm just gonna quickly touch up the blue because in true Maz style I've drowned my previous segment with my new segment, and I do that a lot. This is a good opportunity to blend it out as well. Now I can't tell if I want to put blue or red on my lower lash line, but instead of experimenting I should go with what I usually do, which is putting my outer corner colour under my eye and blending that out. Because knowing me, if I experiment, I'm gonna get it
Horribly wrong.
Honestly, experimenting on camera always goes wrong, but I experiment so much in my life with makeup and everything else that it always seems to go really well when I'm not filming. Okay, and now for my inner corner shade, and we have Pink Me in this palette, and we also have Pink Me in the small version of this palette. It looks like a white shade, but it actually comes out as a really shimmery pink colour. It's perfect for inner corners.
I love this.
This look actually didn't turn out too bad considering I'm experimenting on camera, and that never works out for me. I'm going to finish off the rest of my look with eyeliner, a lip of some sort maybe, and I will be back in a sec with my conclusion.
Wait.
So, this is my finished look. I love this palette. I probably love it more than the original one. I mean, it has more colors, they're the same quality. I mean, look at the size of it. I mean, a standard Jeffree Star palette with, I actually don't know how many colors. I reviewed his Bloodlust palette I'll leave a link down below. That was like £60, and I wasn't even that impressed with it. I don't know where the hype comes from, considering this is just over half the price. There is more options, and I'm sure not every single colour is amazing and pigmented or whatever, but it's expensive enough to be quality, but not so expensive that you don't want to use it. And I think that is a really important distinction, because sometimes if you spend a lot of money on something, you're not going to want to use it, and that's how I feel a lot of the time. Or if you're going to spend a lot of money on something, you expect it to be the best quality ever in the world, and it either is or it isn't. I feel like with expensive products it's quite a hit and miss. Same with cheap products. Sometimes you can get some extremely good cheap products, and sometimes it can be really, really bad. So I think this is an amazing middle ground. Both of the palettes are equally good. If you want to test out the standard version of it, this little one, I highly recommend it. So, in conclusion, I'm so happy I finally was able to look at this palette, because it's been sitting in the corner of my room for 2 weeks while all of this COVID-19 stuff is up in the air, and I've had things due for university, and I got really sick. Not that kind of sick. I didn't get the virus. So thank you so much for watching, and please, 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 please take care of yourselves. Maz out.
So many colors.